So the men's 5,000 metres T20 intellectual impairment category. Marquise Brannigan, the man we're looking out for. He's already been victorious over the 800 metres and 1,500 metres. He was silver in this event back in 2015. So 13 line up. This man here, KIMURA, 33 years of age, took up para athletics age 13. Inside him, NAKAGAWA, the gold medalist from 2015, defending champion. SANTOS, he says he first started the sport so his mother could channel his nervousness. KANEKO of Japan says he runs 20 kilometres every day. He'll need that here. CORDOVA LOPEZ, 20-year-old, first major championship for the Ecuadorian. Cristiano of Portuguese origins, silver in the 1,500 metres already at these championships. Can he match what another famous Cristiano from Portugal has done in football? OZTURK from Trabzon, his first major championships. VOLUIKEVYCH of Ukraine, 23-year-old, who's already gone the 800 and 1,500. Mohamed HERSI, who took up running at the age of 12. The Dane doing the dab. Steve Morris of Great Britain, missed medals in the 1,500 metres here. Collected silver last night in the 800. Big cheer for him. There is Marquise Brannigan, gold already over the 800 and 1,500. He was silver in this event back in 2015. He's also the 1,500 Paralympic champion. And Thomas de BRISAY of Canada has won K1 gold in kayaking at the Canadian National Championships. British gun of France took up the sport after watching the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. Marquise Brannigan is the man to look out for. He holds the world record in this event, set this year in Torrance in California back in April. NAKAGAWA of Japan set the record back in Doha when he won gold in 2015. Goes second from the left of your screen there. And away they get. It's Brannigan who moves out in front, but it's also Cristiano PEREIRA who moves around the outside as well. They'll stay bunched for a good period of time. The pace really won't come on for a little while just yet, as Cristiano PEREIRA moves out. Now this is the intellectual impairment category. We have seen in some of the past races, especially in the 1,500 metres, when the athletes do move out too quickly and really burn themselves up early on. So there's a bit of jostling at the back there. British gun who moved to the outside, the Frenchman, almost got himself tripped up, but as it stands at the moment, it is Cristiano PEREIRA of Portugal who's out in front by a good 10 or 12 metres as they move around into the back straight and complete the first 400 metres. 12.5 laps in this event. No real pace on at the moment, as you'd expect. But at one point, it will start getting very, very interesting indeed. PEREIRA out in front. A long way back to the rest of the field. Marquise Brannigan back in the pack, you can see at the back there. As PEREIRA exerts an advantage, but he will at some point get drawn back in with the rest of the runners. De BRISAY of Canada, who I mentioned was a former kayaker, is in second position, and OZTURK leads the peloton with a big gap opening up between first, second, and the main group.
And the thing about Des BRISAY as well, he was the twice Canadian national canoe champion. Full stop. It's an astonishing gap very early on, with Cristiano PEREIRA rocketing way, way out in front. We do say about the T20s, tactics really don't come into it. But PEREIRA's opened up a massive, massive lead. OZTURK is leading the peloton, if you like, in third. Marquise Brannigan in fourth place. Really good athlete, going for a hat-trick. We haven't seen that in the men's T20 before, by the way. The categories are being built on bit by bit since the T20s were brought back into the Paralympic spectrum back in 2011. We've seen it with Barbara Novichel. She's won 3 major titles at T20 in the same championships. But it's Pereira way out in front, leading by 10 laps, with 10 laps to go.
We head back to the men's discus throw. F46, Ibragimov of Ukraine. Well, that's out there. Schultz of Germany was the leader. I'm not too sure if he's going to be any more. The German set a new season best. What's this man done? He set one as well, the new leader, Dmitry Ibragimov, 47.89. Silver back in this in 2013. Bronze in 2015. Rohit Kumar, his first major championships. He made his debut in Knotville last year. The Indians have done ever so well in the field events of these championships. That's out over the 40-metre mark. 48.56, his lifetime best set earlier this year. Kumar's in 4th position, 41.59. Here's Hal Jambao. Reigning champion from Doha 2 years ago. It's just stuck inside. I don't think it's going to be up there though with Ibragimov. This event not in Rio last year. The 2 Chinese to look out for. Wei and Long also in this competition. That man's Hao Jianbao. In 2nd position, 46.62.
7.5 laps to go, and the men's 5,000 metres T20. It's a lead of 100 metres squarely for Cristiano Pereira of Portugal, with Michael Brannigan now in 2nd place for the United States. It's the intellectual category, and athletes would have a proven lack of tactical ability. Pereira's gone way, way, way out ahead of everyone else. It's quite a risk, obviously. Brannigan is such an accomplished athlete at this. The first American athlete, autistic athlete from the United States to win a Paralympic gold medal. He made the NBC Nightly News that night. He leads by 100 metres, does Cristiano Pereira. This 21-year-old now, he's run 14 minutes 59 so far this season. 7 laps to go. It's quite a sight, this, Chad, though. What a lead in a 5,000 metres race.
He's gone a fair way out ahead, just taking the race by the horns, and he'll look to keep this one going. And yeah, the 5,000 metres have proved to be pretty exciting so far this championships. We saw the women's T54 last night, and that same event tonight as well in the men's.
Well, it's a 100-metre gap at the moment. That time there of Cristiano Pereira, 14.59. Mikey Brannigan, who's in 2nd place, has run 50 seconds quicker than that this year. So that gives you an estimation of how quick Pereira has gone out in this race. He's come around into the home straight. There's a 100-metre gap at the moment between Cristiano Pereira and Michael Brannigan, who's in 2nd place. And the man who won gold, Nakagawa, back in Doha 2 years ago from Japan, is currently coming around in 4th position. But this is quite a run from the man named with the same as Cristiano, who's famous from Portugal in a different sport. This one, Pereira, and he currently leads, although Brannigan now is starting to close the gap somewhat. It's down to about 80 metres at present. Michael Brannigan has come past to take 6 laps to go, so we are 2,400 metres gone left in this race. We've gone past the halfway mark.
Well, Pereira is there, and he's already starting to lap athletes. That's the Turkish athlete Emrah OZTURK, who had been actually up in the 4 quite a bit, who now finds himself lapped by Pereira. And they're spread all over the track right now. Brannigan still about 100 metres behind.
And here's another interesting thing in this category with the intellectual impairment. With runners being lapped with people in front, they can sometimes interfere with their senses as to who they're actually chasing and who's in what position.
Well, Pereira has opened up a terrific lead here, a magnificent lead. We've got 5 laps to go. Now that's at 2,000 metres, or at the 3,000 metre mark. Now where he is right now is a minute behind Kenenisa Bekene's IAAF 5,000 metres world record. He's gone out that strong, probably too strong. But it's a T20 race and anything can happen. Brannigan is maybe about 80 metres behind now. Cristiano Pereira won silver in the 1,500 metres, silver in the 1,500 of the Europeans in Swansea. And we have seen in T20 races, the longer ones, athletes go out too strong and then not finish. He's got 1,800 to go. It's fantastic pace he's shown, but Brannigan looking for a big treble. We've never had this in T20 in the men's section since it came back. 2 world titles over 1,500 metres for Brannigan. He's the Paralympic champion as well in that. Pereira, who finished 7th in the 1,500 metres final, overtakes KIMURA, and the gap is pretty much 100 metres now. Brannigan in the closing straight, and we've got 4 laps to go in this.
Well, Brannigan looked like he was struggling somewhat there, but Pereira on that last 100 metres into the straight, he kicked again and went even quicker. He's gone past other athletes. He's overtaken 3 or 4 and lapped them, and he's moving down the back straight. And in fairness, he may have gone out quick, but he hasn't actually lost his form. He's looking very, very good.
It's an amazing 5,000 metres race. OZTURK, who you saw there, by the way, was not in 3rd. He's now been lapped by VOLUIKEVYCH, who's in 3rd place, and the Japanese moving up into 4th. But what an astonishing race this is by Pereira.
Chad Paris, this is certainly a decent enough run, but can you see him burning himself out as he comes down this home straight here? Pereira is moving into the home straight in the final 100 metres of this lap, and he is running very, very quickly indeed.
He is. It's just going to be good to see if he can hold that form through. He is sitting out running in lane 2 there, which is interesting for these guys. Normally they'll hold the bend, and there he goes. You see him move into the bend. He goes straight onto the rail there. So Brannigan trying to chase him down, but Cristiano.
Not Ronaldo, it's Pereira. That was Brannigan you just saw a moment ago. Michael Brannigan. That man there is Cristiano Pereira. The same first name as Ronaldo, not the same second name, no. This man is a real athlete indeed on the parasport track. Cristiano Pereira is looking ever so good. He's up to around 11.5 minute mark now, and he's streaming around that back straight. He's showed no signs whatsoever of tiring. The gap has remained the same. Brannigan, the man who picked up silver 2 years ago, he's heading for the same here. Michael Brannigan is really trying to work down. He's trying to pick up. He's trying to get Pereira, but at the moment, he can't get anywhere near him. Pereira's just lapping athletes for fun. Soon enough, he's going to be double lapping people. He's going that quick.
2:57 for that last 1,000 metres was very strong. Bekele in that 5,000 metres world record was doing laps of around 61 seconds towards the end. So Pereira's got 2 laps to go. Brannigan is still around 100 metres behind. It's only 800 metres for Pereira to hang on, and Brannigan, worth pointing out, silver in the 5,000 metres of the last World Championships. He's never won a major championship 5,000. In saying that, neither is Pereira. I think we're running out of superlatives for this race. There are athletes being lapped right across the field. There's Brannigan in the background now. Pereira with a lap and a half to go. 600 metres. And that lap was 71 seconds. It's only 10 seconds per lap off what Bekele was doing for his 5,000 metres world record in Hengelo 13 years ago. Pereira has kept the rate up fantastically well as he overtakes BRISAY. BRISAY has just overtaken Pereira. Doesn't want to be lapped, but Pereira's still going. The bell is on the way, and maybe gold is on the way for him as well if he can just hang on for the last 400. 13.18 at 4,600, and the lead over Brannigan is 100 metres.
And it doesn't look like it's going to slow at all the pace from Cristiano Pereira. He looked very comfortable indeed as he came around and take the bell, and he's now speeding up. Michael Brannigan's doing his best, but he's 100 metres behind. This is one of the most fantastic 5,000-metre runs in any class I think I've ever seen. The man has got out from the front straight away. He's moving in to the final 250 metres. The man who he's lapped there, Thomas de Brisay, he will not let him go past. He keeps on kicking again. He says, you're not going to lap me for a second time. But here goes Cristiano Pereira. He's into the final 200 metres. He's down to 150. Michael Brannigan's not going to catch him. He's not going to do the treble. It's going to be Cristiano Pereira as he moves around into the final 100 metres. We'll just now wait to see what time he comes up with. He's going to smash the championship record, there's no doubt about that. He's missed out on the world record that's held by Michael Brannigan, but Daisuke Nakagawa's record is going to go. He comes across the line, 14:29.81, a new championship record for Cristiano Pereira of Portugal. What an athlete, what a run. Michael Brannigan comes across and takes the silver in just over 14:40. And coming around now into the home straight, that's the Ukrainian Pavlo VOLUIKEVYCH, who's going to pick up the bronze, but here's miles behind. Here comes the man who's going to win the bronze medal. In the background there, Nakagawa, who won in Doha 2 years ago, will pick up fourth. But VOLUIKEVYCH has picked up the bronze medal for the Ukrainian. He also ran here in the 8 and 1500. He's picked up bronze though in the 5,000 metres. Nakagawa, the dethroned champion, comes across in fourth. But it's Cristiano Pereira, that man there, who has led from start to finish. He opened up a lead of around 50 metres straight away in the first few laps. We didn't think he'd stay with it. Oh, what do we know? He stayed with it and set a championship record, 14:29.80. Chad Paris, what a run.
Very, very impressive run from Pereira there. I couldn't believe how he took it out right from the start. And I thought there was a point where Brannigan could come back and get him. We were just waiting for him to slow down Pereira or Brannigan to kick, and neither did. They just held that 100-metre split the whole way through. And interestingly enough, the Frenchman here actually crossed the line in thinking that he'd finished the race, but still had a lap to go. The officials were on the side telling him to keep going, and he's just walked straight off the track. So interesting from Bouchant there, I believe his name is. He's gone through.
Well, that's what happens in the T20 category, the intellectual impairment category. There is Pereira and Michael Brannigan, both of them. They're still running. How are they doing that? They're going quicker now.
It's worth pointing out as well, Brannigan's world record, Pereira was 20 seconds outside that. Bekele's 5,000 metres world record from Hengelo in 04 is 12:37. Portugal's first gold of these games.
And what a gold indeed. Taking the plaudits of the crowd. Smashing a championship record. And having an absolutely great time. 5,000 metre gold medalist. the gold medalist in the 1500 metres, who took silver in the 5000, also running around there. But there's only one Cristiano in town tonight. His name's PEREIRA. What scenes, what brilliance, what athletes. Lovely to see. That's what all the training's about. Coming to a stadium like this, bringing your A game. On this occasion, he bought the A triple plus game. PEREIRA of Portugal. Must have been a lonely run. He had no one with him the whole way. Didn't matter. Perhaps he likes running by himself. He did today. Cristiano PEREIRA, championship record 14:29.80. Michael Brannigan, silver again for the second consecutive time at the Worlds for the USA. And VOLUIKEVYCH of Ukraine picks up a well-deserved bronze. OZTURK there, down in 13th position. Just look at that time, 17:28. Shows you how quick the man who won was.